Okay, this is day 10 of my experiment in weight loss. Trying different things every week. And I started in January 2016. And I'm going to stop giving the month instead of saying January 10th and just say 10th day because for anyone finding these videos that are looking for encouragement, I want you to just start where you're at. It doesn't have to be January. It's just a 10th day. And you can still start, just jump in wherever you're at. Because I'm just trying something new and different every week. So last week I started with no gluten and no sugar, and I had around a 3 pound weight loss, which is exciting because weight loss is so stubborn at my age at 52. I think a lot of you, if you're in that age group, 45 and up, it's really difficult. It's not as easy as when we were younger. So this week, what I'm trying to do is kind of tighten up my meal times. And if this is the first video you're finding, I know I look kind of sloppy. My hair's not done because I just had shoulder surgery. So my incisions, it's healing very nicely actually. That I cover up a little. So I think I've grossed out enough people, but I just want to show instead of always talking because you know I don't believe a lot of what I see on YouTube, so I think it's good to kind of show where you're at. So my point being that the old me would have waited till I healed and I could go to the gym and I could start everything perfectly. But you know, eventually you just got to start where you're at and just do something. You got to start something. So that's what I've done. I had surgery. Um, then December 18th. Then like January's coming around and I thought, well, this is a good time to heal everything in my life. My shoulder is healing. I could heal my body from all my health problems because I think when you hit 50, at least me, I became aware that I don't have unlimited time. Before I turned 50, it was always someday and in the future and at some point. Well, when I turned 50, I realized that the point is now. This is the point that I was talking about or thinking about when I was 30, 35, 40, 45. Um, Someday is now. Today is yesterday is tomorrow. So I'm here now. So I decided to do something. I want 2016 to be a year of healing for me. As my shoulder heals, I want my body and my health problems to heal. And this is, if anyone is discouraged out there, this is a pretty low point for me. I can't really move my arm. That's my mom sign. Take care of my mom, and I have a daughter with autism, so I take care of two disabled people. Can't move my arm really. Can move from the ow, it hurts. Can move from the elbow down, but that's pretty much it. I just have, at least I'm right-handed, so if I need an arm to work, it's good. It's my right arm that works because I'm right-handed. But anyway, my mom sleeps downstairs and sometimes she can be a little loud. So sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, it's the middle of the night because, as I said, I take care of two disabled people. And it's harder now because I only have one arm. And during the day, it's really hard to find even 15 minutes, believe it or not, a quiet 15 minutes with no interruption to do these videos. Because I like to do an evening before it's like the middle of the night, but that's impossible. It's got to wait till everybody's in bed and hopefully everyone's asleep so I can have some peace and quiet. Okay, so it's day 10. It's a Sunday, not that that matters, but I had a family member very kindly take me out to eat because I can't really cook a lot And the few family and friends I have that know my situation kind of know that I'm eating a lot of single serve cottage cheese and oatmeal packages and puddings, so they very kindly took me out. People have been dropping, a few people, I think 3 people dropped some food over too, which was very kind of them. But what I did was with my and every week I don't abandon the change from the week before if it led to weight loss. So my gluten-free and sugar-free week led to around a 3 pound weight loss, so I'm sticking with that. And then adding this week, kind of tightening up my meals. Because, like I've mentioned before in other videos, I'm like an all day grazer. And the only way that I divide my meals is by time. If I ate it before noon, it's breakfast, part of breakfast. If I eat it anywhere from noon to 5 o'clock, it's lunch. And anything I eat from 5 to around 8 o'clock is dinner. And 8 to bedtime is a snack. That's sad. I know. It's terrible. So I've decided I need to cut down on the all day eating and extending my, I mean, that's really a snack if I finished eating and then I eat something, a half hour later. But to me, it's part of that meal. So that's what I'm working on this week to get better eating habits, to not eat all day, basically. So I have a picture of the first meal that I ate today, which was a nice little, it was pretty good. It was, okay, that's a little bowl of soup. Doesn't it, it's beautiful, isn't it? This place makes great food and great presentations. It's a little bowl of soup, a little salad. The salad was delicious and it didn't have any sugar in it. And I specifically asked. The dressing they use is very vinegary, but it doesn't have sugar. And that was a potato dish with Gouda cheese and bacon on it. Now, the cheese and bacon was supposed to be served over sourdough bread slices, but I explained without a big long explanation, because nobody likes that I was allergic to gluten, so my doctor didn't want me to have bread, which is true. He's the one that told me I was allergic. So could I perhaps have it over potatoes? Because I saw that they have a side dish of Yukon Gold potatoes, and they readily agreed. So that's what I had. It's a little bit heavy for me. I had my gallbladder out in August, just a few months ago, and I'm still getting used to eating with that. I notice if I eat a heavy fat meal, I have some digestive issues without going into too much detail. And this is a good time to bring up the special food needs. Um, I actually have a real allergy to gluten. I don't get digestive issues. I'm not a celiac or anything, but I get inflammation and joint pain. And my doctor said that's a form of an allergy. But nobody wants to hear all about that. I don't say, oh, you know what? I can't eat gluten because my joints swell up. I just say, my doctor doesn't want me to have gluten. I'm allergic, so can I have an alternative? I do give a reason, but a very short one. And I guess that's a pet peeve of mine, because I have other friends and family that are always trying all these crazy diets. And they want to tell you all about it and then want you to follow it, especially if you're overweight. I know many of you have experienced that. Because you're overweight, somebody finds this great diet and wants to insist that you go on it. And they have the best intentions. They really do. They really want to help you. It comes from a good place. But, um, you know, everyone has different needs, and the plan doesn't work for some people that works for others. And usually they cost something. I mean, that's what I found. Nobody gets all excited about eating better and going to the gym. I don't hear that excitement. I hear this big excitement and hysteria, and everybody's got to jump on the bandwagon. It's always about some new powder or new pill or new gym equipment, or some new crazy plan that you only eat certain. I mean, nobody gets that excited over the old-fashioned methods of eating healthy and exercising. So I'm almost to the point that when someone tells me, "Oh, I have this great new weight loss idea," I just immediately just, you know, it repels me because I'm thinking, oh, they're going to either try to get me to buy something because they bought it or sell me something, which is worse. I've had people do that too. They think they'll save money by selling it themselves. And so you got to be really get that's a tough tightrope to walk because I don't want to offend these people that I know really care. It comes from a good place. They really think they found the answer. So I try not to be preachy about my weight loss. And what I found the best answer is to say, you know what, there's lots of theories out there. Not all of them work in the long term. You know, when you've lost a good 50 pounds or 100, let me know. And then I'll listen. Because I just don't have time for sale pitches. So I try not to do the same either. So when I go to restaurants, I do not give this long explanation about why I'm not eating something and how bad it is. I just say what I have to say. Like for the dressing, I said, I have high blood sugar. My doctor's not want me having any added sugar. Does it have sugar? That's a yes or no question. And she would have said yes, I would have got something else. So those are my suggestions for dealing with these things. And so that's what I had. I wasn't feeling too good that day. I don't know what it was. Sometimes my arm hurts more than others, and when I have a lot of pain for a long time, it makes me sick to my stomach. I think that's what was going on. So I really only ate the salad and half the soup. I had a couple of the potatoes, but it was a little bit heavy. Again, with the gallbladder thing, I try not to eat too much fat at one meal. So then, when I came home, I ate some oatmeal, which is the same town I lived in, so it really wasn't. I'm going to include that. I don't think you can focus. There it is. That's my gluten-free oatmeal with a teaspoon of butter and some half and half. I considered that my dessert, but again, since it's in the same town, it really wasn't separated by that much time, by 10 minutes, and I couldn't help that. I just felt like dessert. And then for lunch, I had the rest of that because I only ate half of it pretty much. And then that was still a lot of food. So for dinner, I had some celery with peanut butter. That's really good. And raisin. See the little raisin on top? I dip the celery in the peanut butter and just get a little bit and put one raisin and have a really big bite. That's pretty healthy. And then I kind of wanted some dessert from that. That's so bad. So I made my chocolate, peanut butter, banana, almond milkshake. It's actually really good. I just take an overripe banana and I put in the freezer overnight. And then I measure 1 cup of almond milk, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and the banana, the frozen banana put in the blender. It's so good. So that was my day 10. As high in calories, I know, but it was really good. So I'll try to maybe have a little less calories tomorrow so I still have a weight gain this week. So I didn't do too bad today. Bye.